Hey guys, we're here playing Noiseshop, and this is a slightly different version with a little more icebreakers in it. So we're actually playing a Yogg. For once, before we had no decoders whatsoever, just parasiting everything, but there's just so many enigmas running around now. And I thought I would try it out as a way to maybe blank a couple enigmas. Save the parasites for the sentries. This opening hand is alright. I don't love it, but it's fine. Enemy in the world is yours. So is it mid-seasons? Butcher shop? Very confused, but I think we just want to slam the imp and go in his hand and see what all is happening. Project Junebug. Okay, that's what's happening. Enigma, we'll get rid of that. And I'm going to draw to 5, just in case. That could be an Astro, but if he goes to $1 to score an Astro, I'm kind of fine. Gets a gamble, nice. Would love to get rid of that with the imp. And now he has 0 in hand. So we'll click up, play our cash. Sure, gamble is just a beautiful thing. And yeah, I'm going to hit it. See what these two cards are. Just finished playing a deck that was noise, but it had no sure gambles, and that just was poor the entire game. It was harsh. Got our Yogg, which is going to help us for pop-ups, but we probably still want to parasite them because him getting money is annoying. What is this? What is that? I think the answer is we probably just don't care what it is. He has no cards in hand again. Let's see if we can get the res on this and hope it doesn't hurt us too much. That's Enigma. Okay. So this will be a test of the new Enigma system, where we actually break it with an icebreaker. Kind of a radical notion. I mean, Yogg's expensive. I don't know if we can really afford to do that right now. Should maybe just draw for... Scores the Astro, okay. Advances something else. Putting him on 5. Whew. Exciting times ahead. If I slam the Yogg, do I go in here? You know, like, what's the worst this can be? Paper wall. Ironically, it's 1 strength. Pretty good against Parasite. Oh, that makes it a little better just to go into the HQ. There's the wild side. Will this game go long enough for the wild side to work? He's in a weird spot now. If he draws another agenda, he can't really hold it. He has to either draw or score out in the remote and then install it right away. Precognition? What? We had a game asking for advanced players. This may be maximum jank. But I'm curious now to see what happens. So is he putting points on top or on the bottom? Probably he just needs to get ice for his HQ. Is that what he's looking for? I don't know. At 3 influence, this is a steep thing to play. 3 out of his 12 influence. I'm so confused. The wild side, I'm not convinced it's going to pay off this game in time. I don't think he would risk putting Jedi on top right now, would he? Well, I can't risk getting a sucker token and seeing what his card is. It's Excalibur. Interesting. Well, I'll get rid of that. Yeah, let's just play the wild side. We can always try to pawn it later. I think we can parasite here. I was kind of hoping to draw Corroder, but in the meantime we'll do this. And this is a mill. The thing is, his remote's not that relevant when he has the Astro token already scored. Reversed accounts. Sure, he's going to put us to 0. We don't draw much of anything. I'm going to get a buck in case it's Melange. But now if it's Enigma, I'll be sad. Draco. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're a buck short of parasiting it to death. Okay. Can't do a single thing about that. Yes, we can trace, because I don't have an icebreaker. And we're going to get a tag and an ETR, because we have 0 link. Womp womp. Maybe he'll try to scorch me. We do have the I've had worse in hand, so that's something. But it's going to be good about a wild side. No, he's going to just push the agenda. Okay. We basically have to shake the tag. Just get back on our feet a little bit economically. Maybe he's not a kill deck. I really don't even know. Guess we throw out the knight here. Do have the clots. Maybe that will show up and that will save us from getting fast advanced out. He is drawing. Okay, that's pretty good. We can install page, get rid of 2 more page. I think we're more or less just going to get our economy together this turn. We could run HQ for 1 sucker. That's not really that great. I think I'd rather start my turn with enough money to start the R&D attack. Fast track? Really? I mean, we just gotta run 3 times on the HQ, right? Oh my god. I don't know, this seems... He's got 6 cards in there. Whew! Bold move. Well, we're gonna run at least once. Get imp so we can knock the odds down to 1 in 5. Restructure, we'll get rid of that. We can go for one more look. Let's go for one more look. Data Raven, okay. Then we'll throw out a clot and say stop. Throw out our, probably the extra pawn shop. I don't think we're gonna lose it. Ballsy fast track, but you gotta do something, I guess. Probably the purge comes down here. Because it gets the imp. No. He needs to get money together. Maybe it's a Cyberdex. He's going to put on HQ. Shipment from Mirror Morph. Whoa! Okay. That is truly maximum jank. Respect that. We have 3 clicks to stomp this. It's gonna have to be clone ship, parasite, and pray that this dies to 2 or fewer sucker tokens. Because we need 1 for the Raven, or the Draco. Oh, it's Data Raven, isn't it? It's Data Raven. Do we go through it? And we don't like tags. But if he goes to 6 points, it's going to be a little dicey. So maybe he's thinking about whether he should res this ice, and it does die to parasite right away. Does not res approached ice. Oh, is this an epic trap? Are we gonna just, I mean, if it's a snare, we're gonna have I've had worse to maybe survive. And this doesn't seem like he's gonna have Scorch in his hand anyway. It is the Astro. So what was that play about? I mean, the fast track into 6-card hand is not unreasonable. But why would he shipment an ice out that doesn't actually protect the agenda? Yeah, I'm confused. Another gamble. That's pretty great if he's trying to kill us. Don't know that he is, mind you, but I think we want to check the archives this turn. There's probably something good in there before he gets a Jackson. We'll get Abiel, so we'll go to 6. Should have checked this 4th, I think. Feeling kind of lucky. I'm just gonna go imp whatever I can see. Get some more sucker tokens. Data Raven, yes. Let's get rid of that because that thing's a pain. With the I had worse, I'm feeling a little more happy about possibly getting damaged. Maybe he's just trying to go fast, but all the tagging stuff makes me nervous. At the same time, with the precog, he can't have 3 Scorches because we've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's just our super rush deck. I've seen 8 of his 12 influence. Yeah, he's just a super rushy deck. We have the clone ship hanging over him, so it's not that great for him. Which is why I think we're gonna take the Yogg out this turn and go to see what's on top. Little engine. That's gonna be terrible. Ah, that's funny. So little engine's like, it's a money check. They can have the breaker, but they still need to have enough money to break it in the first place before they get their 5 credits back. Kind of a neat card. I don't know if you'll see much play, but it's not terrible on paper, unlike a lot of cards. The Imp's really working over here. He's just not getting useful ice. Okay, so we're gonna play the Imp and go in his hand. I don't hate that, because we can build suckers that way. Yeah, this seems decent. Let's get some more suckers and continue disrupting whatever it is he wants to do this game. And you might even get an agenda, because you can't do anything else with them, really. Little engine. I'll let that sit. Go one more time, and we'll probably imp whatever this is. Draco, yeah, that's annoying. Get rid of that. Little engine costs him enough money that I'm okay with him rezzing it, especially when our Yogg is going to probably just demolish it. Like, he really can't even res it if we have enough sucker tokens to go through, which is 4 tokens. And the David is kind of a joke. Like David wrecks it too. Once. We'd get back the money we paid for the David, and then we can pawn it for net of 5. Pretty sweet. So I was supposed to react there with a clot. I wasn't sure if he was giving me a window. Probably clotting would be right there. In case of Shimon from Sansan, which is something you might see in a rushy deck. Yeah, I would overwrite the Imp if he does install something. Of course, the clot doesn't, depending on what this ice is, you might still be stuck out, in which case we're better to just run it. So what do we guess that this is? I mean, it dies to Parasite, most likely, unless it's Architect. So we could just pawn the Imp, install the Mimic, and go in. If it's Gutenberg, we'd rather have the David, but we can still break with sucker tokens. He's drawing hard. Okay, so we're going to see 2 fresh cards. There's the Grimoire. Yeah, that's nice. Do we want to pawn anything this turn then, knowing the Grimoire is there? Yeah, I think pawn the Imp is still good. I want to keep my bank high enough. Mimic or no Mimic? Yeah, no Mimic. We'll just take our time here. We have him on 6 points, and there's 3 in the bin. Do we go now? Probably okay. I mean, there could be too good to be true. But I also don't want to let him save with Jackson. 3 accesses. What more info do we get about his deck composition? Quandary. Don't see any more influence. Now we have tons of MU to install breakers. He's down to 2 cards because of his small and all the drawing he's been doing. He's not going to make it. Yeah, we'll clot here. Now he's down to 1, and that's got to be Jackson, right? We haven't seen a single Jackson. So our last card, oh, we know we have 15 cards left. His last card, we have no idea what it is. See, when Noise gets sucker tokens built up like this, it's just miserable for the runner or for the corp to do much. Of course, the clone chips are a limited resource, but generally you can have them out when it counts. That's probably the agenda. So now we have breakers. Breakers are good. He's on 20, so maybe this is... Oh geez, we could have just installed a virus and decked him. But I really want this to be an agenda and to steal it. Okay, we're not going to actually deck him. It's going to get the Jackson to be used, which is also good. He gets 3 more turns of life. Oh, that's right, he has 1 fewer agenda, so he probably only has 10 agendas, or even 9. So where are they? Is he playing 5/3s? So there's 8 points somewhere. So yeah, I mean, the Yogg means they just won't install code gates, I suppose, which is something too. Depends if NetReady Eyes is already keeping out code gates from being played too often. Shipment from Mirrormorph. Okay. I don't really know what you do with that. I guess you put Ash out with the agenda and an ice, or this can't be like a combo deck, can it? Precog and then diagnostics? No, that doesn't really work. Oh, there's just a Mushin. Yeah, so you're gonna Mushin here. But surely we can just win on... Oh, Mushin shipment. So he's gonna put 2 or 3 things out in front of it. Right. Okay. I mean, if it's an agenda, he can win off field next turn. What is this? Do we have to engage with that? I think we want to have 4 clicks. Do we have to engage with that? We can just hit R&D and probably win. One card in archives. No reactions. Are there agendas in here? There's Utopia. Okay, he was playing 3-pointers. I was like, where are they? Interesting. So he could have as few as like 3 Beals, 3 of these. It's 12, and then like 3 of these. Huh. Interesting concept. Like if you Mushin, you can get a 5/3 out, and then if that works, you're happy. If it doesn't, you're just not. I don't know. The Yogg was expensive to install, and until you have Grimoire, there's not really much MU for it. But I kind of like it. I'll keep trying it. Thanks for watching.